Hello, and welcome to the Academic Success Associate. Today, we're going to be talking about eating, sleeping, and being merry, 3 self-care basics. I'm Kim Cost, and I'm your Academic Success Associate. So last week, we talked about self-care and why it was important. This week, we're going to talk about what it is and some of the basics that you can have that will help you to be successful in your self-care habits. Let's get started. The first part of self-care is really super simple and seems pretty obvious. You really need to eat good food. I'm talking about things like proteins, fruits and vegetables, some whole grains, the kinds of things that your mom used to harp on you about eating when you were younger, or maybe the stuff that they fed you at your cafeteria in your school. These are the things that are super important to give your brain and your body the fuel it needs to continue to do the things that are important, like get your homework done on time, or take care of yourself so that you can take care of others in your life. This also means that you need to try and avoid eating a bunch of the foods that are not good for you. Things like potato chips, or a lot of ramen, or way too much pizza. You really need to eat the good foods so that your brain and body can function in an appropriate way, and you're not worrying about whether you're hungry while you're trying to study and get things done. Get some sleep. This is probably the most difficult thing that most college students have trouble with. A lot of them are like, well, I'll just catch up on sleep later. But that's not the case. Sleep is not something that you can catch up on. It's really something that you need to take care of when you're tired. Getting around 7 hours of sleep is about what the adult human body needs to function properly. So get some sleep, put your books down, and go to bed. If you skip getting sleep, then you're not going to retain the information you need. And unlike other things, if you're in college, the things you're studying are things that you're going to use for your career. So they're pretty important and you kind of need to remember them. Your brain does not download information until after you go to sleep. When it goes into REM is when your brain takes things from your short-term memory and pops it into your long-term memory. So put the book down, put the homework assignment away, and go to bed. And finally, your attitude towards everything really does make a difference. If you are looking at something and going, oh, I have to do this again, you're going to find that you struggle with it a little bit. Whereas if you look at everything as a learning opportunity, what can I learn from this today? What new thing can I pull out of this class? You'll find that it is much easier to focus on the material and to get things done properly. While attitude does not seem like it belongs in a self-care video, your attitude and adjusting it really is part of that. How you feel about things will relay into how you do those things. So make sure you have a good attitude about it. Instead of looking at, oh, we have to do this thing again and again and again, look at, well, why might my professor be asking me to do this thing again? What new thing can I learn from this particular project or assignment that I'm having to work on again? I guarantee you, if your attitude is a lot better, you'll have a much easier time of getting things done. Self-care is one of those really odd things that is different for absolutely everybody, but these 3 things are basics for everybody. When you take care of yourself, you're able to take care of the things that need to be taken care of. So take care of you. You deserve it. Everybody deserves to be taken care of, even if you're the one doing the taking care of. Remember that if you're the care person, if you don't take care of you, nobody else is going to take care of all those folks that you take care of. If you slide into graduation so exhausted from school that you just don't want to do the thing you're passionate about anymore, then what was the point? Make sure you take care of you. You'll find your studies improve if your self-care habits are good ones. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the box below. And next week, we're going to talk about some ideas for self-care and maybe some places you can go to find some of those ideas.